So Danagher's half guard, coming to the end of it now. So just talking about the importance of posture when we're going for these half guard sweeps. We'll take it just from a standing position. So I have a single leg on Tyrone and we're in our position here. Anytime my head is up and my head is in line with my shoulders and my hips, I have good posture. Anytime Tyrone starts to sprawl back, notice the way my head is dropping. My head is not in line with my hips and my shoulder. And if he starts sprawling all the way back and I end up in this position, you know, I'm in a really, really bad position. So we want to be thinking about maintaining that alignment with our head positioning. So say I was here and then we talked about how when I used the lapel it became a force multiplier. So my head is up the whole time. I'm driving with my ear into this chest. I'm not pushing with my head, with the top of my head in, because Tyrone could push my head and start to snag me. I want my ear in his chest. If he tries to push my head now, it's just not going to happen. So I'll be keeping that alignment the whole time. Even if I was here and Tyrone was still standing, anytime Tyrone starts to put pressure and I feel the leg coming away from me, I want to be following that. Notice the way now Tyrone's knee is moving away from me. So from that position, especially if I have this grip, I can post my hand on that, I can plant my foot, and as his knee moves away, I can follow him and bring my knee in closer to his leg. Again, as he moves away again, I can just follow him, and eventually from there, when I still have my alignment, I can move my head to the other side. And now from there I can load Tyrone onto him and take him over and start to play the game. Where does this fit into half guard? The same stuff we've been playing with. Just on this side now. So, just with an emphasis on our posture, on our head positioning, when we're doing these lapel pass-offs, we've been playing this last few times. So again, I'm controlling the inside space with my knee shade, kick up, I'm winning that underhook. I decide to come to my knees, dogfight position. Tyrone puts a heavy whizzer on. We talked about how my arm comes low, so now there's not as much pressure on my whizzer. And we talked about making that grip. But now, you know, we looked at putting the Casada hook in or making that grip and taking him down. But we want to also focus on head positioning now. So from here, notice the way Tyrone's right knee's moving away from me. So I can post my hand on the mat and I can start to get my head in line with my hips and shoulders. Okay? I don't want to be down here where my head is in front of my hips. I want them in line. So especially when I've made that lapel grip, I can post my hand on the mat and I can start driving with my head. So he starts to sprawl. Anytime I feel his knee moving away from me, I can post my foot and bring my knee closer. And eventually from there, we talked about I can use the Casada hook and start to put Tyrone down. Just jump up again there, bro. Or if I didn't use that, I could make that strong grip with the other arm and basically use head positioning again to drop him down into the pass. Just do another angle on that. So nothing new, just emphasis on what I'm doing with my head positioning. So, I kick up, and I win that underhook, I come up into the dogfight position, Tyrone puts that heavy whizzer on, so I've disengaged the dogfight and I'm just coming around here. So again, we talked about how I could use the lapel, because that becomes a force multiplier. But notice the where my head is, it's way in front of my hips. So I'm going to use this hand and I'm going to start driving. Anytime Tyrone's knee moves away from me, I can use my knee and get alignment again. So now my head is in line with my hips. Once I'm here now, I can make the hook and start to put him down. Or that other grip that we talked about, maybe I couldn't make the grip, I can find this. Now I can use head positioning, that posture, to pull and drop him straight down again. So, posture when we're going for our half guard sweeps.